In the internet age, most people get their information about pretty much everything from a little website called Wikipedia. In fact, Wikipedia is the 6th most visited site in the world, dominating nearly every Google search and clocking in at about 3 billion page views just on mobile devices every month. Last year, I found out that there was a thorough article about me on the site, but shortly thereafter, it was completely removed. Yet a few months later, the entry was recreated by another user. I thought it was pretty cool that the people who watch Breaking the Site could find out more about me and the show through the online encyclopedia. But last night, someone brought to my attention that the website had deleted my entire entry for the second time. On the blog Dissenting Democrat, an article called Abby Martin Banned from Wikipedia says, quote, "The super editors at Wikipedia have determined that Abby Martin lacks the notability one must possess to earn a note on Wikipedia." Really? Every dunderhead on Fox News gets his or her own citation. Every porno star who's turned a trick on camera rates a Wikipedia entry, but not Abby Martin. Look, this is not about ego, guys. I really don't care if I'm on Wikipedia or not. But this issue calls into question the way Wikipedia decides who and what is notable enough to be worthy of the text on its site. On the deletion thread, editors Deanna and Kurziak explained that I'm not notable enough for my own page because apparently they couldn't verify any of the information about me through third-party sources. Now, I found this interesting, considering how there are dozens of third-party sites that have talked in depth about my work as well as this show, including Juan Cole, Whiteout Press, Der Spiegel, Max Kaiser, Al Jeminer, Joe Rogan, Stuart Wild, Global Post, and Firedog Lake. Yet, none of these sites are apparently notable enough to allow me a sacred page. The author of the article alleging that I'm banned claims that Wikipedia is censoring me on purpose because it's now just another tool of the establishment. But is this really the case? See, the way Wikipedia works is that literally anyone can edit and create content on the massive database as long as you have an account, which is open to anyone that signs up. Many times, completely incorrect information is left up for weeks or even months without being edited, corrected, or verified. But the ones that are heavily viewed and sourced pose another problem altogether. The information on the more controversial of subjects, death tolls of wars or contested government narratives, are almost always backpaged, minimized, or downplayed, that's if referenced at all. At the very beginning of the entries on both JFK and 9/11 questions, it boldly stated that most, if not all, of those theories have been completely discredited, according to independent reviews, media, and government sources, although only citing corporate media or the government to back up that claim. The truth is that Wikipedia works just like a democracy does. Mob rule. Subjects that are considered a consensus opinion are asserted as fact. And the editing process is ruled by majority. So if the majority of Wikipedia editors deem it so, then it is so. It also works like a modern-day democracy in that it can be bought. According to Haaretz in 2010, Israel's Yesha Council of Settlements and another right-wing group, Israel Shali, are embarking on a Wikipedia battle. Zionist editing on the web-based encyclopedia. The course was designed to teach how to register for, contribute to, and edit for Wikipedia so Israel's image can be bolstered abroad. The council also put up an official prize for the best Zionist editor, announcing that it would reward the person who incorporates the most Zionist changes a hot air balloon ride over Israel. Yes, those who can spew the most hot air can get to fly in a hot air balloon. How fitting. Another glaring problem Wikipedia has is sock puppet accounts that can be bought and used by anyone, really, to spam or create, edit, or vote to delete content on the site. According to the Daily Dot, there's a corporation called WikiPR that does just that. Claiming a roster of 12,000 clients, WikiPR proudly boasts its ability to, quote, directly edit your page using our network of established Wikipedia editors and admins. You heard that right. It claims to employ Wiki's sacred guardian admins, the privileged few that, quote, can restrict editing access to a page, ban users, and delete pages if Wiki's PR's claims are true. That means there may be sleeper agents among Wikipedia's most powerful users. As we all know, knowledge is power, which means that the ability to buy and edit rights for the most visited encyclopedia in the world is more than troublesome. In fact, the unfair editing process has prompted aggravated web users to create Wikipediocracy, a site that catalogs and monitors the editorial failures of Wikipedia. So, Is there an active conspiracy among elite Wikipedians to silence dissent, including voices like mine on the site? No. And I'm not blaming the site itself for what it's become. But it's clear that there is an open objective among existing admins to revise history through money and mob rule, which excludes people, ideas, and important perspectives from the site that they feel aren't worthy, based on nothing more than subjective bias. So, while you might not be able to find information about me or other independent media figures, authors, or other people, you can surely review one of Wikipedia's longest-standing entries, the second edition of Dungeons and Dragons Monsters, because ultimately, fiction is easier to edit than truth.